From one of the best ballparks you'll find in the sport, PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Miami Marlins and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Starling Marte, the league's leading hitter, continues his march toward the National League batting crown. Next. Francisco Liriano, the Dominican left-hander, will get the nod to start here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last 3 starts, ERA under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's good and on point in the first inning, that usually means he's going to be rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
Digging in, Jason Coates. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And the first pitch of the night taken for ball 1 as we're underway in Pittsburgh. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, Dero, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
And that misses ball 4. So not the start he was looking for tonight as he walks the leadoff hitter on 5 pitches.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, John Jay, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Now a look to first by Liriano. Runners back. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Jay, a native Floridian. He was taken in the 2nd round during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Right on the money, and he's cut down trying to take second base. Hit hard on the ground at first. Davis has it, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I'm looking for a big performance from Nolan Arenado. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Nothing doing for the Marlins. Now the Pirates will get their first opportunity. No score. Trevor Richards is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Marlins. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. It seems like the more trouble he gets in, the better he pitches. Really tough to hit with runners in scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why his team loves when he's on the mound. He doesn't give up very many crooked numbers.
Getting ready now is Starling Marte to lead things off in the home half of inning number 1. First pitch on its way. Now a bunt attempt here. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
Second baseman.
Digging in, Mike Moustakas. His performance at the plate's given this team a major offensive boost and put him in strong contention for the batting title.
And you always look up and down the roster for guys who could put the team on their back at any given moment. This guy has done it for months at a time right here, and it shows. Fighting for a batting title, not only being the veteran presence in the lineup, but also being that veteran presence in the clubhouse.
And the runner will get back standing. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Breaking ball's in for a strike. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry. They're still 6-2 over their previous 8 ball games.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
And a perfect double play ball here for Peralta. On to first, and Moustakas is hit into a double play. Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
No doubt, one guy worth focusing on, El Toro, Pedro Alvarez. He's got over 15 runs batted in his last 10 games. Like, that's some kind of a stretch. These opposing pitchers have to figure out a way to keep the guys off base in front of him, or he's going to make it really tough for them.
Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. McCutcheon, or just Kutch as he's frequently referred to. He was selected in the first round back in 2005.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line toward the alley and left center. And McCutcheon has himself a base hit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that two-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
In now is Pedro Alvarez, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
Boy, this is one of those tricky spots for a pitcher, right? You have an open base, but you have a guy on deck that could do a lot of damage. Not a good spot to be in if you're a pitcher right now.
Hit well on the ground to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this team is on a nice little winning streak right here, they strike early in this one to keep the mojo working.
Yeah, Dan, from an offensive standpoint, everyone searches for confidence, and that's exactly what they have right now. Everyone contributing makes for a fun clubhouse.
Here's Chris Davis now, trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Set to deliver the 0-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Davis is a guy that thrives in these opposite-handed matchups. He's often considered one of the absolute best hitters in the game against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, because he's thinking big part of the field. He's not a dead pull guy. This is a guy that likes to use gap to gap. And when that's happening, you stay on anything fading away from you.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Here's Johnny Peralta now. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Hands held high by Peralta. Now the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Time for a look at the Buccos on D. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning, keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
Now the 0-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
And very little resistance there as he's retired on a half-hearted swing, and there are 2 away.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he sent down via the strikeout.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Way in front of that fastball. 2 out, nobody on.
Nope.
And it's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Swinging a ball line softly down the line in left, but foul. Again, he sends it out of play. He'll try again, 1-2. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More ahead from the North Shore right after this. Coming to the plate now, Giancarlo Stanton. It's been a big season for him in the power department, closing in on a home run title. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
3-1 to him now. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
And you can tell by his body language that he's beyond frustrated by that call. He's got to be wondering what he's got to do, but the last thing he needs to do is to let it get under his skin. That will only make things worse.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Stanton aboard here at first with nobody out. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
The 1-2 gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And let's take a look at Kristen Yelich, former Gold Glove winner in 2014. Covers a ton of ground out there and don't test the arm.
From the belt, the pitch. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
A curveball hit right back at him. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning. Striding into the box, Francisco Liriano. And he's got that batting line up near the 300 mark entering play. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Schoop scoops it up. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Pirates leave 1. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. Jonathan Schoop now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck outside last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone. So with 1 away, we'll take a look at the standings here, and it'll show you that these guys have already wrapped up the division race as they've set their sights now on the postseason. At the plate, Blake Anderson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
There's a called strike on a changeup. Not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
And that one stayed too low, apparently. Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Marte is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And with the final month winding down here, he finds himself in 2nd place in the National League in that department. So stepping in, Trevor Richards, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Miami down in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Starling Marte steps in to start out the inning. Here comes the first pitch. Runs up and gets this one down. Flips it underhand. Throw will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
Second baseman,
Now at the plate, Mike Moustakas. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there.
That was a classic 2-hole hitter move right there, giving his boy a chance to steal a bag. Got to be honest, in today's game, you don't see too many guys take that pitch.
Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. And he's back in standing. Marte gets his lead at first, nobody out. Marte off for second. Pitch inside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Drilled to the right side. Scope has it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Coming to the plate now, Andrew McCutchen.
And he's the reigning recipient of the National League's Player of the Month award.
He's set and the pitch. Now that ball's hit well deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. And it's a foul ball.
Tried the old ambush tactic, and it almost worked right there. Wasn't able to keep that first pitch fastball fair. The at-bat, he's got a lot left in this. If he's able to let that one go, I still think he can have a quality AB.
1-1 to Andrew McCutchen. Line drive to left. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Up next for the Buccos, Pedro Alvarez looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run for Pedro Alvarez. And even 40 home runs on the year for him now. And the lead for the Pirates is now 3-0.
This guy just keeps going on. His 40th home run of the season, and he's not done yet. He keeps this up, he's definitely going to be in the conversation for some of the year-end awards.
Into the box, Chris Davis. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lifted the other way to left center. Yelich is under it. And that's the third out. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left. To board. Leading off the inning, Jason Coates, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
And that one just missed outside.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. Now at the plate, John Jay. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
First offering on its way. Pulled toward right center field. McCutchen on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton will get the first shot when we return. Giancarlo Stanton now reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here. 1-2.
I think you could have an argument for that first pitch that it could have been off the plate, but there was certainly no debate with that one. That missed by a ton.
And 2-2. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Now a swing and a miss, and Stanton is down on strikes for round number 1.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Here's the first pitch to him. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A changeup over the inside corner.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
And this is chopped foul at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0-2. Here it comes, 0-2. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Grounded up the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now another 1-2. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Pirates. They lead it 3-0. Here's Johnny Peralta now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
1 ball, no strikes to count. A pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1. And there's ball 2 now to Peralta as they fall behind 2-1.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see there, he finds himself in 6th place in the category in the National League. Stepping up to the plate, Justin Bourne. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Here's Nolan Arenado looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Here comes the first pitch. There's a strike. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Two balls, 2 strikes to Nolan Arenado. Here now the 2-2. He's at the knees and called strike 3. And something about this outing so far is beginning to look awfully familiar, especially in regards to that hit column. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Stepping in, Francisco Liriano. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Francisco Liriano.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Ground ball right side. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. Here's Starling Marte. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Great execution of that changeup right there. Great arm action. Batter was totally out front on that one.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. So digging in now, Mike Moustakas. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First offering on its way. Up around the face.
Stay on the attack if you're the pitcher right here. You know who's lurking, 3, 4, 5, and you'd love to see that number 3-hole hitter lead that next inning off.
Ground ball right side, straight into the shed. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Striding in once again, Jonathan Scope. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch coming. Here it is. Boy, good bite on the slider, and it just missed inside. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. The 2-1. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Is looked at, and the count moves full.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. In now, Blake Anderson. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Missed with a slider. Next offering from Liriano will make an even 70 pitches thus far. Hit out towards second. Moustakas is there. Throw gets him. 2 down.
When a guy in the mound is working on a no-no this late, every play is exciting and stressful for the fielders. We'll see if they can continue making the plays behind him.
Stepping in, Trevor Richards. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
A high fastball is in there. A ball and 2 strikes to the Marlins pitcher. The 1-2. We're empty here with 2 men out. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown, as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. When we return, it'll be Andrew McCutchen to start things out. Striding in, Andrew McCutchen. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. First pitch on its way. Swinging a soft liner, and this will be put away easily for the out. Pedro Alvarez will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes ball one. One out, nobody on. Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
3-0 now. On deck, the powerful Chris Davis. Here's the 3-0. And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
So coming to the plate, Chris Davis. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one.
Hey, what a great pitch right there in a big situation to pull a string on that changeup. He knew that hitter was going to be super aggressive.
Here's the 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Big swing for Davis now, and a ball carrying well out to right. Oh, man, that splashed into the Allegheny. A 2-run shot for Chris Davis. 41st home run of the year for him, and the Pirates are up 5-0 now.
As a fellow once said, the only park that ball wouldn't have made it out of is Yellowstone. Everyone knows he's got plenty of thump in his bat, but come on, I'm not sure that ball's even come down yet.
The right fielder, number 27, Giancarlo Stanton.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Well, now the Miami manager's up out of the dugout and on his way out to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. Gone after 5 1/3 here, as he never really found his groove in this one. Sam Leiter gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 63, Sam Leiter.
In now, Giancarlo Stanton. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He went down on strikes last time up. The 1-1. Fly ball right down the line in left. Yelich is under it, and he hauls it down in the corner. Stepping in and ready for another shot, number 23. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. 2-0 now.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
The count now at 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. To 2-2 now.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And now that'll hop over the wall. So he'll be at second here with 2 away on a ground rule double.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this after that knock right there? That's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. The Pirates are able to add on to their lead, and after a long, dry spell, the good times are back again in the Steel City. On to the back third. Back here in Pittsburgh, it's on to the 7th inning with the Pirates leading in this one. But before the inning gets underway, let's check out the game summary to this point. Leading off the inning, Jason Coates, and they'll need him to get something going here.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you got to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
That's 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. John Jay is on deck. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Right over the middle, knee high.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average, so he's right on point.
Runner back standing. Coates on at first, nobody out. A good pitch there on 0-1 as this is hit foul over to the right side. Strike 2 now.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
And he strikes him out here. So that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location. And the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
In is Christian Yelich.
So he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
0 for 2 for him to this point. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow.
He tried the surprise attack there with a bunt with a runner on base. Hey, he gets thrown out, but it works just as good as a sacrifice.
Up next from Miami, Johnny Peralta. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Popped him up. And an easy play there from Moustakas, and that ends the inning. Marlins lead 1. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. And now it's the pitcher, Francisco Liriano. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Oh, and it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that hack. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
First delivery to him on the way. Now a bunt attempt here, and he won't take any chances on that one as this is scooped away in foul territory for the first strike. A 1-1 count to the Pirates leadoff hitter. Bases are empty, one man out. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. High in the air and deep to left center field. Back goes Jay to the track, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he is into third with a triple, his third hit of the night. And case in point why he's one of the best bats in the business as he's aboard for the third time today.
He has had so many multi-hit games this year. Why are we surprised he mixed in another 3-hit performance? I expect this guy to finish strong and fight for the batting title up until his last at bat.
Your attention, please.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a fastball is swung on and tipped foul right near home plate. It's strike one. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Hey, this is the game within the game right here. The hitter has to decide if he's going to change his game plan. Is he going to stay staunch and wait for him to miss over the heart of the plate or inside, or is he going to adjust his sights and try and drive the ball the other way?
Hit down the line at first. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Center fielder number 22,
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Now here's the signal from the dugout, so he'll take first here on the intentional walk, and that makes runners at the corners with 2 away.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Into the box, Pedro Alvarez. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Way in front of that fastball. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Alvarez is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
This is the classic case of the modern-day ball player right there. You can have the batting average if your OPS is north of 800.
2 balls and a strike now. Now the 2-1. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. He stays alive, still 2-2. Fastball down near the shoe tops.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
The slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike, and the inning comes to a close.
Pirates strand a couple as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Now batting, Justin Bourne. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Pat. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. Now the 2-1 pitch. Strike 2 swinging. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
Well, a huge out number 2 here in the 8th. 4 outs remain, but the finish line is starting to come into focus now.
Here's Jonathan Scope now, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. So far this year against Southpaws, Scope hits a little over the 270 mark. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that 2-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2 pitch. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Coming up on the century mark in pitches now through the first 7 2/3.
And he's going to empty the bucket right here. He sees the finish line, Dan, and he's got a chance at this.
Well, there's no doubt about it right now. And what makes it easier, too, from a manager's standpoint right now, you could probably just go to one guy in the bullpen to finish this game. A terrific job, 7 2/3 up to this point.
And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at-bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Now the payoff pitch home. And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
And when your pitch count gets over 100, you've got to expect them to lose a little bit of accuracy out there. And I think if he gets in any more trouble, they might come get him. We'll see if he can finish strong.
Ready once again, Blake Anderson, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. From the stretch. Hit out towards second. Moustakas has it. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for Miami. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Here's Chris Davis now, and he'll start out the bottom of the 8th inning.
And going back to that previous at-bat when he hit the 2-strike breaking ball for a home run, something tells me that this guy, when he gets behind in the count, sits on something off speed or the breaking ball.
One and one, the count to Chris Davis. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count of your pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off-speed and the fastball. And in the 1-2 count, you might be sitting off-speed, and what happens? He gets the fastball, and you can't catch up to the express.
And into left field for a 1-out hit.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Number 23. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First offering on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. Backhanded. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
You know, Hero, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're trying to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Chopped weakly to the left. Peralta has to hurry. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Francisco Liriano. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Arnie Camara is called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only one man out. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Late that time for a strike. Bases are loaded with only one out. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
Here's Starling Marte. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch down the third baseline. Throw on to first is in time, and that snuffs out the Bucco rally as the inning is over. Pirates leave them loaded, but they hold a 5-0 lead. The Steel City at night, seen there from the split of the Ohio River, as we welcome you back to PNC Park. Adam Moore is going to pinch hit here to lead off the ninth, and with his club already well down, he'll just need to try and get on base here. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher. And he struck him out for out number 1. So now just 2 outs away from the no-no.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that could work the inside with his fastball.
Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. 1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. 1 out, nobody on. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. 2 out, nobody on. 2-0 pitch, a fastball inside, and he's struggling here. It's 3-0.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. No doubt he's clearly fighting his mechanics.
The 3-0. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them. And that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
In is Christian Yelich. And after that quick walk, is it fair to wonder if this starter is beginning to show signs of getting tired?
Yeah, that could be the case, Matty. Sometimes you just lose your focus, lose your command, but it'll be real important for him to get it back as this next hitter walks up to the plate.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Jay leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. To first, fielded cleanly by Davis, and they get the force, and that will officially do it. It's a no-hitter.
Well, it's something that every pitcher who's ever picked up a baseball dreams about, and he's done it. A no-hit gem in one of the most dominant performances I've seen in a while. He's in the record books forever now.
Run turned in by the man you see there certainly can't go unrecognized. Francisco Liriano. Put that on a bubblegum card. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he was outstanding. Swing and miss stuff on the mound in this one, as evidenced by all the strikeouts he racked up. That's dominant pitching, and he really took control of this game.
Here now is our final run score tonight for the victorious Pirates. 5 runs on 11 hits. No errors. 8 men on base. For the Marlins, no runs on no hits. No errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 48 minutes. A reminder that extra tea service to the South Hills is available across the bridge at either the Wood Street or Gateway Center stations. 33X West busway buses are also available with service to Carnegie, Bell, Crafton, and Sheridan stations. Also, return trips to Station Square on the Gateway Clipper fleet are available outside the stadium for 1/2 hour after the final pitch.